Hi, I'm Pete, and this is an HK Now Store double unboxing. That's right, I have two HK Now Store packages. This puzzle I ordered, according to my records, over 3 months ago on a pre-order, and this one was 2 months ago, also on a pre-order. So I'm really pleased that both of the puzzles ended up here pretty much the same day. I got this one yesterday, and unfortunately just couldn't unbox it yesterday, so it worked out. The result is a double unboxing. All right, well let's get going with no further ado. So whenever you order a pre-order, you know there's some risk that it's not necessarily going to be ready right away. So you know that's a chance you take, and I don't mind that one bit. Okay, I'd rather them spend the time and get everything right, and have a really good quality puzzle. Now I'm not really sure what's going on with the shipments from Hong Kong. I know a lot of people have got these two puzzles before me, which usually here in Canada I'm one of the first ones to get it. So, but that's fine. You know, I don't mind. It's not really a competition. Okay, here we go. So what did I get? Okay, and so empty. So this was bubble wrapped, kind of interesting. And so there's Calvin's card. If you want to order from HK Now Store, that's who you contact. And let's see. So it says a China Club Cube. Interesting. MF8. So it gives MF8's address on the bottom there. This is a very slick box, actually. So it says Legend on the top. So this is obviously a multi-product box. It's got Legend there. It has Sun Cube on this side. It says Sun Cube. So I don't think is that one out yet? I'm trying to imagine, because I have another puzzle that looks very much like that. Okay, MF8 says MF8. shop.mf8.com.cn, so if you wanted to go there. And then Curvy Copter 3, and that Curvy Copter 3 is the one that we're going for in this unboxing. So the only other writing on here is warning: avoid to put any parts in the mouth or choke on. Which, you know, I mean, you really wouldn't want to choke on something like this. It would be that would be awful. And no babies 0 to 3. Okay, so let's have a look at what I got in here. I really don't know how this puzzle, much about this puzzle, other than the fact that it looks really, really cool. Okay, so it's a do-it-yourself sticker, so no problem there. It says Curvy Copter 3. I have a Curvy Copter, but there it is. There's the, okay, and we don't need that. So there is the Curvy Copter 3. Black body, and I think that's what the holdup was. I've seen lots of people that had the colored plastic body, and the reviews on it, on the turning, were a little bit mixed, so but I'm going to keep an open mind. And one of the things about MF8 puzzles is that I find sometimes going in and cleaning up the sprues, the little bits of plastic that are left over, very often that will produce a big improvement in turning. But you know what? Okay, that's actually pretty good. So this is an edge turner from the looks of things. Okay, well that's really, really neat. So there should be 12 edges then to turn. That's okay. All right, that one's a little bit, I didn't get that one quite lined up properly. Okay, so it looks like alignment's going to be a thing. So I see that everything looks pretty good inside here. Okay. Okay, well, so far so good. The turning is fine. You know, just like any new puzzle. I think I'm going to sticker it first, and I'll look at lubricating it. I'll check online to see what people say about the black body version. But okay, well, I'm really happy with that, and I think it's going to be a cool puzzle to solve. Let's see, because you're moving a lot of pieces. You're moving the centers. You're moving these little star points. Quite a bit of stuff with each turn. All right, well, I really like that. And so it looks like one set of stickers, and I'll have fun stickering that. Okay, so that was my Curvy Copter 3. I got to figure out what happened to Curvy Copter 2. Okay, and then the bigger box, and I think maybe some people might be able to guess what that is. And we'll just open that up. Okay. Okay, see, I got that one open. Okay, and we'll just put, I don't think we're going to need the Osprey again. Alright, so, bigger box. Now, I know that this is, okay, another Calvin's card. I'm going to go leave those in the break room at work. And an empty box. Okay. And again, it's a combo box, another MF8 puzzle. They have the Master Kilominx, which is kind of nice to see. The Star Minx have it. The 9cm dodecahedral puzzle, dodecahedron for some of us. I don't have that one. Some pretty mixed reviews about it. Helicopter dodecahedron, I have that. And that's one of those puzzles that, you know, once I got it lubricated, it is just a beautiful puzzle to play with. Lots and lots of people had some problems with it, though. Gigaminx, wait a second. I don't see the puzzle that I I ordered. Uh-oh. All right, it'll be fine. It will be absolutely fine. They're probably just using a different, using this box. Gigaminx, one of my favorite puzzles too. Okay, again, don't choke on this. That would be really quite the feat, choking on that. And no baby 0 to 3. Gonna have to wait till your 4th birthday. All right, let's get this open up. All right. So this one is the one I'm most curious about because it's really hard to see, even from the pictures, what exactly it does. Okay, box is empty. There are my stickers, and you know, now I think it should start to be clear what I got. It is the Pentagram. Now it's Eric, and I don't know if it's a hard G or soft G, so you can correct me in the comments. So it's either Eric Vergo or Vergo. Okay, I don't really know how you're gonna. I think it might be Vergo. I'm not positive, but I'm gonna try that. So sorry if I mangled his name. It's you know, it's hard to know what it's gonna be. So the first thing I noticed is that some of the centers were just kind of not really pushed in. Some of the caps. But you know, it's been a long trip from Hong Kong. So this is it. This is the MF8 Pentagram puzzle. So it is a dodecahedron, 12 faces, and you know, a very interesting pattern. And of course, that pattern comes out of the fact that you're joining each edge to 4 other edges, and so that pattern just falls out of that. Yeah. Now let's see how it turns. I don't know how it turns, really. I've seen all sorts of cool shapes here. Oh, okay, it's a vertex turner. Indeed. Okay, there we are. Nice. And there we go. So it's going to turn on the vertex. Wow, that is really neat. Okay. And so it's I gotta say, that's a real tight thing, but I think it'll be fine. It looks very smooth under there, so it probably just needs a bit of lube. And again, it's one of those things where I'll probably just play with it unstickered for a little while, and then turn my attention to stickering before I then lube it, or try to solve any other problems. I'd rather get the stickers on first. It looks like there is no lube on here. Okay, that makes sense. So all the people that have been complaining about too much lube on their puzzles have one not to complain about. So now I can complain. I don't think this will be bad at all. I might even give it a little spot of lube before I start sticking, just to get things moving. So there you go. So vertex turning. Now I also understand that this is this will jumble. So I wonder how that is. So it looks like, so this corner, that corner, so it looks like was it 120-degree steps. So I would then, the jumbling would have to be something in between, right? Something in between. Okay, let's just keep trying here. Maybe I don't quite know yet. Of course, it's so stiff that I'd never know. There you go. Look at that. Okay, this looks a little familiar. This taking this chunk looks very familiar from the Aton Star and from it's the Radiolarian 3. That looks very familiar. So maybe that's the type of jumbling. I don't know if it's real simple, easy jumbling, or if it's something that gets more complex than that. But that's cool. So I'm glad I was able to find the jumbling there. Well, that's it for my unboxing. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go away. I'm going to sticker these, lube them, maybe you know, just get to know these puzzles a little better, and I will come back and give you my follow-up to my unboxing. Well, we're back. Now, it's been a few days, and as you can see, I have the MF8 Pentagram all stickered, and I have the Curvy Copter 3 all stickered. I put some lube on it. It's churning really, really nicely. It didn't take too much to break this in. I wasn't really sure what to expect with this puzzle because some of the early puzzlers who got the colored plastic version were pretty unhappy with it. But I see some evidence of some pretty aggressive sprue removal on some of the parts. So I'm wondering if maybe that was just something that they had to sort out with the puzzle. Well, I'm really happy with this, and I can't. One of the things that I really like to do when I'm looking at a new puzzle like this is try and identify similarities and differences with other similar puzzles. So I have the Curvy Copter right here. This is the Tom Z Curvy Copter, and we can see that it does bear a very strong similarity to the Tom Z puzzle. There's a common kind of piece arrangement where we have an edge, a central edge. We have the three-sided corners, and we have these petals here. Now it looks like a five-sided figure on the Curvy Copter 3, and it's a three-sided figure on the Curvy Copter. Now the other thing is that there's quite a bit more complexity on the Curvy Copter 3, in that we also have this these central pieces here. We have a sort of a central square and plus 4 triangular pieces which don't appear at all on the Curvy Copter. So it's for me it's interesting. It of course gives me an idea of how I might approach it by taking some ideas from the Curvy Copter. The other thing I will point out is that these puzzles are just a little different sizes. It's not super obvious, but the Curvy Copter 3 is a couple of millimeters bigger, I guess, on each face. Not a lot, but just it is noticeable when they're side by side. So that's the Curvy Copter 3. I'm really happy with that. And the other one that I actually knew very little about, the Pentagram, but once I got it stickered and I was able to play with it a little bit, I'm really impressed with this puzzle. Now alignment is kind of important. This is a vertex turner, and it's not as stiff as it appears. It's just that you kind of have to have everything lined up really nicely before it starts to turn. I think that some more breaking in will be the name of the game here. This one, I haven't done really much with it. So I just put some lube under some of the pieces. I actually took some of these caps off to get some lube under there. It's got a very interesting mechanism. Everything's been nicely capped off, and it looks like it turns nicely. Now this vertex turner is also has some relationship to the Bauhinia, MF8 Bauhinia. The dimensions are identical. And we see that the Bauhinia, when we do a vertex turn, we're turning about the same portion of the puzzle for each puzzle. The main difference I see with the between the Bauhinia and the Pentagram is that the Pentagram has a three-sided corner where the Bauhinia has nothing right there. Okay. However, the Bauhinia has a, and I'll turn it this way so you can see it. The Bauhinia has an edge, 3 edges, and when I turn the Pentagram, we see that there is no edge. It's just completely gone. So it's similar, but it's different, isn't it? It's kind of a cool thing. Now I'm going to address jumbling for both of these puzzles because they both jumble just like their counterparts. The Curvy Copter III jumbles in a way. I guess it's pretty similar to the Curvy Copter. Okay, and jumbling just allows us to move pieces kind of out of place that where they wouldn't normally be. So that's a kind of a cool thing. And of course we can do the same thing with the Curvy Copter. That same sort of thing. Alright, well, I think I may not be quite doing it the same way, but you get the idea. There we go. So it's pretty well an identical type of jumbling for the Curvy Copter and the Curvy Copter III. Now the jumbling on the Pentagram is similar to that of the Bauhinia, and I think it's a little less complex jumbling than on the Curvy Copter variants. This jumbling, let's see, you're going to just kind of have this, and then let's see if we can get this. It's just a chunk of pieces. Yeah, there we go. And it's yeah, it's a pretty straightforward thing. Okay, you can bring that back. So we've just moved these pieces. Now this type of jumbling happens on Iton Star, on the Radiolarian 3, on a lot of these types of puzzles, so it's kind of neat, and it's pretty much identical set of pieces each and every time. It certainly looks pretty complicated, but you get the same kind of jumbling on the Bauhinia. Let's see if I can get this to happen. So my Bauhinia obviously is a little more broken in. There we go. And so it looks a little different, but you can see that we don't have the corner on the Bauhinia, but we still managed to move a little triangle, a little center, little side petals, and this leaf over here. So kind of a cool thing. So that's it for my unboxing and impressions of the Curvy Copter 3 and Pentagram, both from MF8. I'm really happy with both of these puzzles. They turn reasonably well. The stickers look good, and they both look like they're interesting puzzles. So I'm looking forward to spending some more time with them, getting to know them a bit better, and spending some time solving them. So that's it for this video. As always, I really appreciate your comments, your questions, your suggestions, so leave me some feedback in the comment section. And until next time, thanks for watching.